3 drinks. Seniors over 60 should avoid immediately, Dr. Anthony explains. If you're over 60, there are certain drinks you might think are harmless or even healthy, but they could quietly be putting your health at risk. Many people focus on what foods they should or shouldn't eat, but they often forget that what they drink matters just as much. Some beverages that are popular and even promoted as healthy can actually cause serious problems for seniors. Whether it's raising your blood pressure, straining your kidneys, or interfering with medications, certain drinks can be more dangerous as we get older. Today, I want to share 3 drinks that people over 60 should consider avoiding, or at least consuming, with great caution. You might be surprised because some of these drinks are often thought of as healthy choices. Hi, I'm Dr. Anthony. For more than 15 years, I've worked with seniors helping them navigate the tricky world of nutrition medications and lifestyle choices. One thing I've learned is that the same drink that's harmless for someone in their 30s can cause real issues for someone over 60. As we age, our body's ability to process sugar, caffeine, alcohol, and other compounds changes. Organs like the kidneys, liver, and heart become more sensitive. Blood vessels become less elastic, and our metabolism slows down. That's why it's so important to look beyond the label and understand how certain drinks can quietly harm your health. The first drink I want to talk about is fruit juice, especially store-bought juices that claim to be 100% pure. Many seniors believe that drinking orange juice, apple juice, or even cranberry juice every day is a great way to stay healthy and get vitamins. But here's the problem. Even though these juices come from fruit, they are incredibly high in sugar. When fruit is turned into juice, the fiber that helps slow down sugar absorption is stripped away. What you're left with is a concentrated liquid that spikes your blood sugar levels very quickly. For seniors, especially those with diabetes, prediabetes, or metabolic syndrome, these blood sugar spikes can be dangerous. I had a patient named Helen who was 67 years old. She started drinking 2 glasses of orange juice every morning because she thought it was good for her immune system. But during a routine checkup, her blood sugar levels were much higher than before. She couldn't understand why, since she hadn't been eating sweets. Once we reviewed her diet and removed the daily juice, her blood sugar levels dropped back to a safe range. Helen was shocked to learn that her healthy orange juice had nearly the same amount of sugar as a can of soda. It's not just about blood sugar either. High sugar drinks can contribute to weight gain, increased triglycerides, and even fatty liver disease, which is becoming more common in seniors. While having a small glass of juice once in a while isn't the end of the world, drinking fruit juice daily, especially in large amounts, can quietly harm your health over time. A better option is eating whole fruit, which gives you the vitamins plus fiber that helps protect your body from sugar spikes. Another issue with fruit juices is the hidden calories. Many seniors struggle with weight management as metabolism slows down with age. Just 1 glass of apple juice can contain over 100 calories and about 25 grams of sugar. If you drink several glasses daily, those calories add up quickly. For someone trying to manage their weight or control diabetes, those liquid calories can sabotage your efforts without you realizing it. If you're over 60, one of the best changes you can make is to replace fruit juice with water herbal teas or simply eat whole fruits instead. Your body will thank you for it, and you'll avoid unnecessary blood sugar spikes and empty calories. The second drink I want to discuss is energy drinks, or highly caffeinated beverages. Now, many people over 60 might think I'm too old for energy drinks, but you'd be surprised how often seniors reach for a can of something like an energy drink, strong iced coffee, or extra shots of espresso to fight fatigue. As we get older, our tolerance for caffeine decreases. The same amount of caffeine that barely made you blink in your 30s can now cause palpitations, anxiety, tremors, and even raise your blood pressure dangerously. I had a patient, Frank, who was 72. He started drinking a popular energy drink every afternoon because he felt tired after lunch. Within weeks, he developed irregular heartbeats and couldn't sleep at night. His blood pressure was also running higher than usual. When we removed the energy drinks from his routine, his heart rhythm stabilized and he started sleeping better. Frank was shocked because he thought he was just getting a little boost of energy, not putting his heart at risk. Caffeine isn't the only concern in these drinks. Many energy drinks contain high levels of sugar, artificial sweeteners, and herbal stimulants that can have unpredictable effects on the heart and nervous system, especially in older adults. Seniors with any history of heart disease, high blood pressure, anxiety disorders, or sleep problems should be extremely cautious about consuming highly caffeinated beverages. Even if you feel like you need a pick-me-up, there are safer ways to boost your energy, like taking a short walk, staying hydrated, or getting enough rest. Another drink that seniors over 60 should be cautious about is alcohol. Now, I know this can be a sensitive topic. Many people enjoy a glass of wine with dinner or a drink to relax in the evening, and in moderation, alcohol might not be harmful for everyone. But as we age, the way our body processes alcohol changes dramatically. Our liver becomes less efficient at breaking down alcohol. Our body water content decreases, and alcohol can stay in our system longer, hitting us harder than it did when we were younger. I had a patient named Joanne who was 66. She enjoyed 2 glasses of wine every evening because she'd heard it was good for her heart. But over time, she began feeling more fatigued. Her blood pressure crept higher, and she started having trouble sleeping through the night. When we looked closer, her liver enzymes were elevated, indicating that her liver was under stress. Once Joanne cut back to an occasional glass of wine, instead of drinking daily, her liver tests improved, and she felt much better overall. The idea that red wine is universally good for your heart is one of the biggest myths I hear from seniors. While it's true that certain compounds in red wine, like resveratrol, might have some heart benefits, the reality is that alcohol can raise blood pressure, contribute to weight gain, interfere with medications, and even increase the risk of certain cancers, especially when consumed regularly. Another patient, Henry, who was 70, enjoyed having whiskey in the evening to help him unwind. But over several months, he noticed he was becoming more unsteady on his feet, and he fell in his living room, injuring his hip. Alcohol doesn't just affect your liver or heart, it also impairs balance and coordination, which becomes far more dangerous as we age. Falls are one of the leading causes of serious injury in seniors, and alcohol significantly raises that risk. Beyond falls, alcohol can also worsen sleep quality. Many people believe that a drink before bed helps them fall asleep faster. While it might make you feel drowsy initially, alcohol actually disrupts the sleep cycle, causing lighter, less restful sleep and frequent waking during the night. Poor sleep can contribute to fatigue, memory problems, and mood changes, all of which become more significant as we age. It's also crucial to remember that alcohol interacts with many medications commonly prescribed to seniors. Blood thinners, diabetes medications, antidepressants, and blood pressure drugs can all have dangerous interactions with alcohol, leading to excessive drowsiness, bleeding risks, or changes in blood sugar levels. Even small amounts of alcohol can have big consequences when combined with certain medications. That doesn't mean that every person over 60 needs to give up alcohol entirely, but it does mean moderation is more important than ever. For many seniors, safe alcohol intake is no more than 1 standard drink per day for women, and no more than 2 for men, though even less may be safer depending on individual health conditions. And for those with liver disease, heart problems, or a history of falls, avoiding alcohol completely might be the best choice. Another point to consider is how alcohol adds empty calories to your diet. As metabolism slows with age, it's easier to gain weight, and alcohol contributes significant calories without any real nutritional value. Weight gain, in turn, raises the risk of diabetes, high blood pressure, and other conditions that are already more common after 60. I often tell my patients, if you choose to drink, do it thoughtfully. Don't drink on an empty stomach, pace yourself, and drink plenty of water in between alcoholic beverages. And always check with your doctor to make sure it's safe for you, especially if you're taking medications. If you're used to drinking every evening, consider substituting some days with alternatives, like sparkling water, herbal tea, or flavored water with slices of lemon, cucumber, or mint. These options are refreshing and satisfying without putting additional strain on your body. The key message is that our bodies change as we age, and so do the risks associated with certain drinks. Fruit juice, energy drinks, and alcohol might seem harmless or even beneficial, but for seniors, they can quietly harm your health in ways you might not expect. In the next part, I'll share practical tips on how to choose healthier drinks after 60, and I'll tell you one more real-life story that shows how cutting out these beverages helped one of my patients feel healthier and more energetic. Let me share with you the story of another patient of mine named Lorraine, who was 68 years old. Lorraine was trying very hard to live a healthier lifestyle. She started each day with a large glass of fresh orange juice, drank 2 cups of strong coffee in the afternoon to keep her energy up, and enjoyed a glass of red wine with dinner every night because she believed it was good for her heart. She thought she was making excellent choices for her health. But over time, she noticed she was feeling more anxious, had trouble sleeping, and began experiencing stomach discomfort and occasional dizziness. She also gained several pounds, even though she hadn't changed her eating habits. When Lorraine came to see me, we sat down and carefully reviewed her daily routine. I explained to her how fruit juice, even when freshly squeezed, contains a high amount of sugar and no fiber, which can cause blood sugar spikes, weight gain, and even contribute to fatty liver over time. Her 2 cups of strong coffee each afternoon were giving her more caffeine than her body could comfortably handle, raising her blood pressure and contributing to her anxiety and sleep problems. And although her nightly glass of red wine wasn't excessive, combined with her medications for blood pressure, it was putting extra stress on her liver and affecting her sleep quality. Lorraine was surprised because she had always thought these choices were healthy. Together, we created a new plan. She switched her morning orange juice for whole fruit, like an orange or apple. She replaced her afternoon coffee with herbal tea or water with lemon. And instead of wine every night, she limited herself to an occasional glass once or twice a week. Over the next few months, Lorraine lost the extra weight, her blood pressure improved, and she felt calmer and slept better. She told me, "Dr. Anthony, I had no idea my drinks were making me feel worse. I'm so glad I came in when I did." Stories like Lorraine's are the reason I make these videos. I want everyone over 60 to know that even small changes can have a big impact on your health and how you feel every day. Many people believe that drinks labeled as healthy can be consumed without limits. But our bodies become more sensitive as we age, and what's harmless at 30 or 40 can quietly become harmful after 60. So what can you do right now to protect your health when it comes to beverages? Start reading labels carefully. Look at how much sugar is in fruit juice and other drinks. Many juices have as much sugar as a can of soda, even if they're labeled 100% pure. Second, be cautious with caffeine. While 1 small cup of coffee in the morning might be fine for many people, consuming large amounts of caffeine throughout the day can raise your blood pressure, worsen anxiety, and interfere with sleep. Third, keep alcohol in moderation or avoid it altogether if you have health conditions or are on medications that can interact with it. A great way to reduce your risks is to replace sugary and alcoholic drinks with healthier alternatives. Water is always the best choice, but I know it can feel boring sometimes. Try adding slices of lemon, cucumber, mint, or even berries to give your water a refreshing twist. Herbal teas are also an excellent option, offering flavor and sometimes additional health benefits without caffeine or sugar. Another helpful tip is to keep track of how drinks affect you personally. If you notice that your heart races after coffee, or that you feel sluggish or bloated after fruit juice, listen to those signals. Your body is giving you important information. Don't ignore these signs. One more thing I always remind my patients is that drinks can carry hidden calories. Seniors often struggle with weight management, and drinks can quietly sabotage your efforts. Just one glass of fruit juice or a couple of alcoholic beverages a day can add hundreds of extra calories to your diet without making you feel full. That's why it's so important to choose beverages wisely, especially if you're trying to manage your weight, diabetes, or heart health. Let's quickly recap the 3 drinks we talked about today that seniors over 60 should be careful with. First, fruit juice because of its high sugar content and lack of fiber, which can cause blood sugar spikes and contribute to weight gain and fatty liver. Second, highly caffeinated drinks like energy drinks or strong coffee, which can raise blood pressure, cause irregular heartbeats, and disrupt sleep. And third, alcohol, which can damage your liver, interact with medications, raise blood pressure, and increase the risk of falls and other serious health problems. These drinks are not necessarily evil, but they're not as harmless as people often think. Moderation, awareness, and understanding how your body changes after 60 are the keys to staying healthy and enjoying life. You deserve to feel your best, and making smart choices about what you drink is a powerful way to protect your health. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe to this channel for weekly doctor-approved health tips designed especially for people over 60. Give this video a like so that more people can discover these important insights and protect themselves too. And leave me a comment below. Have you ever had a drink you thought was healthy, only to discover it was causing you problems? Or is there another topic you'd like me to cover in a future video? I read every comment, and your stories help me create videos that truly help people. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today. Take care of your health and take care of yourself. I'm Dr. Anthony, and I'll see you in the next video.